Hi, I'm Emma, and welcome to English Now.
Hello, this is Alex.
We're diving straight in today. You know our philosophy, English for all, and we're excited to explore something really useful for connecting.
Absolutely. Last time, we looked at daily routines. Today, we're getting, well, a little more personal.
We are.
We're talking about likes, dislikes, hobbies, and free time.
Exactly. Being able to easily share what you enjoy and maybe, some of the things you're not so keen on is just key.
Yeah.
Key to making conversations flow and letting your personality shine through in English.
It's really about making those interactions more natural, more engaging. So what are some ways we can, start talking about our favorite things?
Okay, so for this deep dive, we're focusing on how you can express your preferences, what brings you joy, and what, well, maybe doesn't. This is such a fundamental part, I think, of connecting with other English speakers. Just getting to know people.
Totally.
You'll hear us use verbs like, love, enjoy, and then on the other side, don't like and hate.
Right. And what's kind of fascinating is how these simple words act as bridges, really.
Bridges. How so?
Well, when you can clearly say what you enjoy, you immediately open doors to finding common ground, building connections.
That's a great way to put it. And we're not just looking at the basic verbs, are we? We want to help you talk about activities, too.
Exactly. That's where the ing form comes in.
Right, the ing. Now, this might sound a bit like grammar, maybe a little dry, but it's actually a really natural way to talk about things you do.
Yeah, it is.
Think about words like reading, swimming, or watching.
And if we think about how we naturally speak, I mean, the ing form often describes activities we feel a certain way about, whether we generally enjoy them or maybe not so much.
It turns an action into something more like a concept, an idea.
Sort of, yeah. It lets you talk about it generally.
Okay, let's unpack some examples then. For things you enjoy, like, is your go-to for general enjoyment, Like, I like pizza. Simple.
Classic example.
Then we have love. That's for something you really, really enjoy. Like, she loved dogs.
Stronger feeling there.
Definitely. And enjoy is similar to like, but I find it's often used more for specific activities, maybe things you actively participate in. Like, we enjoy hiking.
That makes sense. Notice how each word carries a slightly different weight of positive feeling. Like is pretty casual.
Yeah.
Love is stronger, obviously.
Mm.
And enjoy often implies that sense of active pleasure, like you said.
Now, on the flip side, for things you don't enjoy, don't like or do not like, is for general dislike. He doesn't like coffee.
Oops.
And for strong dislike, we usually use hate, like they hate waking up early. I think many people can relate to that one.
Probably.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, though, doesn't it, how we even learn these preferences? What shapes the things we love and the things we, can't stand?
That's deep.
Well, maybe thinking about that in your own life will help these words stick a bit better.
That's a great point. Okay, now just a quick reminder about the simple present tense. When we talk about he, she, or it, we often add that S to the verb.
Ah, yes, the S.
So it's I like, but he likes. I love, but she loves. I enjoy, but he enjoys.
Right.
And with the negative forms, remember, it becomes she doesn't like and he hates.
These little grammatical rules, they just help ensure clarity, don't they?
They really do.
Getting them right makes your English sound, well, more natural and just easier to follow.
Exactly. Okay, let's get back to that ing form we mentioned, the gerund.
The gerund, yes.
As we said, it's just adding ing to a verb to talk about it like an activity, like a noun almost. So read becomes reading.
Swim becomes swimming.
Watch becomes watching.
Play becomes playing.
And cook becomes cooking. Pretty straightforward, actually.
Yeah, it is. And what's interesting, I think, is that this form lets us talk about these actions in a general way, but they're things themselves.
Right, exactly. So instead of just saying, I like to read, which is also correct, we can say, I like reading.
Or she loves swimming.
He enjoys watching movies.
We don't like cleaning.
Definitely not. And they hate waiting. You see how that structure works? Subject. Then the like, love, enjoy, don't like, hate verb. And then the activity verb with ing.
Simple pattern. And as you mentioned earlier, these verbs aren't limited to just activities, the ing forms.
Oh, right. Good point.
You can also use them with just regular nouns like, I like cats.
Or he loves music.
They hate traffic.
Oh, definitely hate traffic. Good to remember that flexibility. Now, what if you want to find out what someone else likes or dislikes?
Asking questions. Key skill.
Totally. We use do or does. For example, do you like swimming? And you can answer simply, yes, I do, or no, I don't.
Or for he, shite, does she enjoy cooking?
And the answer's yes, she does, or no, she doesn't.
Notice how these questions follow that familiar pattern in English questions. The do or does just helps us form the question correctly in the present tense.
Right. And we can also ask more open-ended questions, to get more information, not just a yes, no.
Good idea. Like what?
For instance, what do you like doing in your free time? Someone might reply, oh, I like reading and hiking. See, more detail.
Nice. Or maybe what kind of music does he like?
And the answer could be something specific, like he likes rock music.
Yeah, these kinds of questions, the what questions, they really invite people to share more about themselves, about their interests.
Leads to much better conversations, I think.
Definitely more engaging.
Okay, now that we've kind of covered the basics of how to talk about this stuff, let's get some useful words under our belts. Vocabulary time.
Always useful. Hobbies and free time activities.
We've got a list here. So, to enjoy stories and information, you can read books or magazines that becomes reading. For example, I love reading novels.
Okay, reading.
To relax and be entertained, you can watch movies or TV that's watching, as in, he enjoys watching sports on TV.
Watching. Got it.
To appreciate sounds and rhythms, you can listen to music, becoming listening, like she likes listening to pop music.
Listening to music. Think about which of these activities you actually enjoy yourself. It makes it way easier to remember the words.
That's such a good tip. Exactly. Okay, moving on. To be active, you can play sports like soccer or tennis that's playing. Example, they like playing soccer on weekends.
Playing sports.
Or you might enjoy making music by playing instruments like the guitar or piano also playing. Like, do you like playing the guitar?
Interesting how play works for both sports and instruments.
Yeah, context is key there, isn't it?
Definitely.
Okay, kitchen activities. To create meals, you can cook, becoming cooking. My mother loves cooking.
Cooking, nice.
Or maybe make sweet treats by baking. That's baking. We enjoy baking cookies.
Baking, yum. Notice that some verbs, like play, can be used for different types of activities. The situation usually makes it clear.
That's right. Okay, water activities. You can swim, becoming swimming. Like he hates swimming in cold water. Brrr.
Swimming, okay.
To enjoy nature, maybe get out on the trails. You might hike. That's hiking. Do you like hiking in the mountains?
Hiking, love that one.
See new places, explore the world. You can traveling. She loves traveling to new countries.
Traveling, a popular one.
For some retail therapy, you can shop, becoming shopping, though I don't like shopping for clothes. Some people feel that way.
Shopping, right.
To move rhythmically, maybe to music, you can dance. That's dancing. I love dancing.
Dancing, fun.
And to stay healthy, get your heart rate up, you can exercise or work out. That becomes exercising or working out. He likes exercising at the gym.
Exercising or working out, good ones. Wow, that gives you a really great range of vocabulary now to talk about how you spend your free time.
It really does. We also have just a few other helpful words to know. A hobby, that's something you do regularly for fun, in your leisure time.
Hobby, simple enough.
Free time or leisure time, basically. Time when you're not working or studying.
Free time, leisure time, got it.
The weekend, those precious days, Saturday and Sunday.
The weekend, yes.
To enjoy, that's the verb, meaning to feel pleasure in something.
Enjoy. We use that one a lot.
And prefer, that's when you like one thing more than another. Like, I prefer tea to coffee.
Prefer. Useful for comparisons. Understanding these terms helps you not only express yourself, but also, understand when others are talking about their downtime.
Definitely. Oh, and just a quick note, especially for listeners interacting with American English speakers, when asking about hobbies, you might often hear, what do you do for fun? Or maybe, what do you like to do in your free time?
Common phrases. Good to know.
And also, the sport many people around the world call football is usually called soccer in American English.
Right, soccer versus football. Always a good one to remember. Being aware of these little regional differences can definitely prevent some confusion in conversation.
For sure. All right, let's see how people might actually talk about these things. Imagine this little conversation. Chen asks Maria, what do you like doing on weekends, Maria?
Okay.
Maria says, I really enjoy hiking. I love being outdoors. What about you?
Nice question back.
Chen replies, I like hiking too, but I also love reading books at home. Finding common ground, but also differences.
Yeah.
Maria then says, oh, I like reading too, but I prefer hiking if the weather is nice. Do you like playing any sports?
Using prefer there. Good.
And Chen answers, not really. I don't like playing sports much, but I enjoy watching basketball.
So this little exchange, it really shows how people find that common ground, like you said, while also sharing their individual preferences. And they're using the exact language we've been discussing.
Exactly. You can see like enjoy, prefer, all in action there, along with the ing forms.
Yeah.
Hiking, reading, playing, watching.
And it highlights how just asking simple questions like, what about you? Or do you like? Can really open up conversations and reveal those shared interests or differences.
Okay, here's another scenario. Ben asks Anna, do you want to go shopping this afternoon?
Uh-oh, shopping again.
Anna replies, oh, no thanks. I really don't like shopping for clothes. I think it's boring. Straightforward dislike.
Huh. Fair enough.
Ben says, really, I love shopping. But okay, what about cooking? Do you like cooking? Trying something else.
Good recovery.
And Anna says, yes, I love cooking. Let's cook dinner together instead.
Nice. Problem solved.
Ben finishes with, great idea. I enjoy cooking too.
See, this one demonstrates how expressing a dislike honestly can actually lead to finding an alternative activity that hopefully everyone enjoys.
Yeah.
It's a great example of just navigating preferences in a, social situation.
Absolutely. And again, we hear don't like, love, enjoy, followed by the gerunds shopping and cooking. And that direct question, what about cooking? Do you like cooking?
Yeah, these dialogues, they just offer really practical examples of how you can use these phrases in, everyday chats.
Okay, now it's your turn. Listener, time to have a go. Think about yourself. What do you like? Try and complete the sentence out loud. I like hobby activity plus ing, maybe. I like listening to music. Your turn.
Okay, good. Now, what do you love? Something stronger. Make a sentence. I love hobby activity plus ing, for example.
Yeah.
Maybe. I love traveling. Go on.
All right. And what do you not like? Let's be honest. Finish this sentence. I don't like hobby activity plus ing. For example, I don't like cleaning. Your turn again.
Yeah, cleaning's a common one. Next, try asking someone else a question. Practice saying, do you like hobby activity plus ing? Maybe, do you like swimming? Try asking it.
Good practice. Finally, think about your free time. What do you usually do? Try to use the word usually, or maybe sometimes. For example, in my free time, I usually watch movies. What about you?
Taking that moment to actually say these sentences out loud, even just whispering them, it really helps solidify your understanding. Makes it stick.
Fantastic work, everyone. Talking about what you like and dislike, your hobbies, your free time. It's such a great way to connect with people in English and just share a little bit about who you are.
It really is.
So in this deep dive, you've explored how to express these preferences using those key verbs like love, enjoy, don't like, hate. You've seen how to use the ing form after these verbs to talk about activities. That's the gerund, like I like reading.
Right, the gerund.
You now know how to ask simple yes-no questions like do you like? And also more open questions like, what do you like doing?
Essential questions.
And you've definitely expanded your vocabulary for common hobbies and ways to spend your free time.
Remember, being able to articulate your likes and dislikes is just a fundamental skill in communication.
Yeah.
It lets you build relationships, share your experiences with others.
So keep practicing. Use these verbs, use the ing form whenever you get a chance. Think about it this week.
Definitely.
Next time, we'll be diving into the world of food and restaurants and how to make requests politely.
Ooh, tasty topic.
Yeah. Start thinking about your favorite dishes.
Okay. And that brings our deep dive into likes, dislikes, hobbies, and free time pretty much to a close.
It really does fly by, doesn't it? We covered so much today, from using verbs like, love, enjoy, don't like, hate.
All the key ones.
To getting comfortable with that ing form, the gerund, for activities that follow them.
Right. Saying things like, I enjoy watching movies, or she doesn't like cleaning. It's just a very common, very natural way to talk about our interests. And now you have the tools to do it yourself.
Yeah. We really hope you feel more confident now, more ready to discuss what you enjoy and maybe ask others about their hobbies too.
Yeah.
How about this for a challenge this week? Try telling someone in English just one thing you like doing and one thing you don't like doing.
That's a great challenge.
Yeah.
Simple, practical. Every little bit of practice truly makes a difference,
It really does.
And speaking of things we often enjoy, our next exploration is bound to be tasty.
Oh, is it what I think it is? Food related.
Yes. Our next deep dive will be all about food, restaurants, and making requests.
Excellent.
We'll be looking at how to order food, how to talk about different kinds of food, different cuisines, and, importantly, how to make polite requests in English.
Oh, that's so useful.
Essential skills, really, for anyone who enjoys eating out or even just wants to chat about their favorite meals.
That sounds absolutely fantastic. I'm already looking forward to it. And maybe a little hungry too now.
Me too.
Make sure you join us for that one.
Please do.
Yeah.
Until our next deep dive, keep practicing, keep learning, and remember our guiding principle, English for all.
Thanks so much for joining us on English Now. Bye for now.
Goodbye, everyone. Take care.